Title: The House on Willow Street. In the quiet suburbs of Willow Street, nestled amongst the whispering trees, stood a house that bore witness to the passage of time. Its weather-beaten facade exuded an air of mystery, and locals whispered tales of its dark past. Some claimed it was haunted, while others dismissed such notions as mere superstition. But one thing was certain: no one dared to venture too close after sundown. On a moonless night, shrouded in darkness, a lone figure skulked through the shadows. The thief, known only as Jackal, had heard rumors of a valuable artifact hidden within the depths of the old house. Greed gnawed at his conscience as he approached the wrought iron gate that creaked ominously in the stillness of the night. Ignoring the chill that ran down his spine, Jackal pressed forward, driven by the promise of riches beyond his wildest dreams. With nimble fingers, he picked the lock and slipped inside the overgrown garden, where weeds tangled around his ankles like grasping fingers. The house loomed before him, its windows boarded up like blank eyes, watching his every move. Undeterred, Jackal prowled around the perimeter, searching for a way in. A broken window on the ground floor offered him passage, and he slid through with the stealth of a shadow. Inside, the air was thick with the scent of decay, and the silence was broken only by the sound of his own breathing. Jackal's heart pounded in his chest as he crept through the dimly lit corridors, his footsteps echoing off the walls like distant whispers. The floorboards groaned beneath his weight, as if protesting his intrusion into their domain. As he ventured deeper into the house, Jackal's senses were assaulted by a cacophony of strange noises. Whispers echoed in the darkness, and shadows danced along the walls, taunting him with their elusive movements. But still, he pressed on, driven by his insatiable greed and the promise of untold riches. At last, he reached the heart of the house, a grand foyer with a staircase that spiraled upwards into darkness. Moonlight filtered through the dust-covered windows, casting eerie patterns on the floor below. And there, illuminated by the pale light, stood the object of Jackal's desire, an ornate chest adorned with intricate carvings and ancient symbols. With trembling hands, he approached the chest and lifted the lid, revealing its contents. A glittering array of jewels and precious artifacts that sparkled in the dim light. Jackal's eyes widened with greed as he reached out to claim his prize, but before his fingers could touch the treasure, a voice echoed through the darkness, freezing him in his tracks. "Who dares to defile my sanctuary?" the voice boomed, sending shivers down Jackal's spine. He spun around, searching for the source of the sound, but there was no one to be seen. Panic gripped his heart as he realized he was not alone in the house. I mean no harm," Jackal stammered, his voice trembling with fear. "I only seek what is rightfully mine." But the voice only laughed, a hollow sound that sent chills down Jackal's spine. "Foolish mortal," it whispered, "there is no escape from the curse that binds this house. You have trespassed upon sacred ground, and now you shall pay the price." With a deafening roar, the house seemed to come alive, its walls twisting and shifting like living things. Jackal stumbled backwards, his heart pounding in his chest as he tried to flee, but the doors and windows had vanished, leaving him trapped in the darkness. Desperate, he raced up the staircase, each step creaking ominously beneath his feet. But no matter how fast he ran, the darkness seemed to close in around him, suffocating him with its icy embrace. And then, just as he reached the top of the stairs, he felt something cold and clammy wrap around his ankle, pulling him back with irresistible force. With a cry of terror, Jackal fell to the ground, his body crashing against the unforgiving floor, and as he lay there, helpless and alone, he felt something stir beneath him, a writhing mass of shadows that reached up from the darkness, eager to claim him as its own. In his final moments, Jackal realized the true horror of the house on Willow Street. It was not haunted by ghosts or demons, but by something far more insidious, a darkness that fed on the greed and desperation of those who dared to trespass upon its domain. And as the shadows closed in around him, swallowing him whole, Jackal knew that he would never escape the curse of the house on Willow Street. For in the end, it was not the thief who had been caught, but the darkness itself